Cusack Hotel Group and the management and staff here in the Castle Arch, you're all very, very welcome to the launch of the inaugural Trim Trad Festival. We're not going to keep you too long. We have a few people to say a few words. If you are though on Twitter or Instagram during the launch, we'd ask you just to use the hashtag TrimTrad. So I'd love to introduce first of all Mícheál Hughes, Chairperson of Trim Tourism Network.
Well, first, I say another round of applause for Gluais here for the introduction. And it's another day's work, but at the end of the plans we have afoot for those for next year, maybe something else as well. I think they've got a whisper on it already, if I have to believe them, alright, Mícheál? We're going international. Now, the launch of Trim Trad. We've had festivals of Trim this year already, and with the Salmon of Knowledge and last year, and the bar, and our Godless competition, our classic Christmas evening, and we've another one coming up on the 5th of December. And all of these were providing platforms to expose everybody, young and old, to get up and showcase what they're able to do with music. And in our Salmon of Knowledge, we've had all of the traditional music along with rock, folk, you name it, pop music and dancing and acting, drama, the whole lot. But we believe that trad deserves a stage of its own, as evidenced by the Flat Kiona Heron being up in Drogheda this year and again next year. But we're also aware that on year 3 there's going to be a massive void, because with 2 massive parties in the Boyne Valley in 2 years, we need something to replace that, and we're going to put something a little bit more permanent in place, and we're sowing the seeds of it from acorns grow oak trees. So we're looking this year to start the Trim Trad Fest here in Trim, and to grow on it this year, next year, maybe bring back in our original idea of a bit of Celtic rock in as well. So it's all Irish music and dance, and what we're doing is trying and building that. We decided, following consultation with Brewery and Helen here in the Castle Arch Hotel, and Maureen with Brogan's Hotel, who are putting on some fantastic acts for the launch pad this year. You'll hear more about that in a couple of moments. To go ahead and drive this, we're going to be driving it with 2 anchor, with the Castle Arch and Brogan's Hotel anchoring both ends of the town and everything in between. And David here from Bruce will explain a little bit more about that as well, where we're going to have traditional Irish music everywhere you look. Flat Kiona Heron was a massive, and will probably be bigger next year, and then we want to start with our baby here this year and drive it on and make it a permanent thing on the calendar. Can you imagine every corner of the town and what a town it is? And if you think Drogheda was a good backdrop for traditional music, look at our thing with our castles, all our venues. The venues in Trim are exceptional as well, against the backdrop of all the history that we have. But the sounds of fiddles and Indian pipes and bowrons, accordions, banjos, flutes, jigs, reels, polkas, shanos. I've even got a brush myself for the occasion. Throughout the town. We're going to have stuff happening everywhere. We need the public to get behind this. We need participation from all sorts, from all levels. So if you know anybody, if you relate to anybody, or you even think that you can get yourself strung up in the next 3 weeks to produce a bit of Irish music and traditional music, well, contact us and we'll get this thing going, we'll get this thing rocking and rolling. So 3 weeks from today, we'll be providing a platform for this to be a success, but success requires support. So spread the word, get in touch, and come on out in 3 weeks. Valley from this end on the map going forward. And we have other occasions going on, and David Gilroy talked about it for Halloween as well, so it'll be trick or trad this year. So we'll bring it on. So with that, I'll hand you back to
Fantastic representative for Trim as well as David Gordon from Tourism Network. So I'd like to introduce you now to the man responsible for Gluais, Mr. Mícheál Kerr from Gilroy.
Good afternoon, everyone. So, as some of you may know, I'm the musical director of Gluais. The group you see here is about a fifth of what is in it. There's 42 members in the band currently. And 6 years ago, it was set up. So, over the past 6 years, the group, as it has changed over the years, but the group has represented Ireland 3 times abroad. Most recently, I performed in Disneyland Paris on St Patrick's Day last year, and did multiple performances around Paris as well. I suppose on the international stages, our main aim was to promote Irish culture, Irish music and dance, and for those reasons we were selected every time. Last year, the European Union chose us again to represent Ireland in an international project that we're working on to promote continuity and collaboration between all the different cultures and nations within the European Union, and again, we were the representative of Ireland. I know he's not here today, but the President, Michael D. Higgins, last year again invited us up to Arsenal here, heard about the work that's been going on here in Trim, and he wanted to meet the girls personally themselves and for them to perform for him. And I suppose, just as Michael touched on it, just as recent as today, the girls just found out a few hours ago that they will be travelling to America in July, again with Trim Tourism Network, and we'll be the ambassadors of Ireland, of Trim County Meath, when we're performing over there in Mícheál at a festival. So I suppose to wrap all this into one, what's important to know, and I suppose what's key here, is that all 42 members of Gluais, they're all teenagers, they're all aged between 12 and 18 years old, they all come from Trim, and they're all coming from these surrounding areas. And I think that's the biggest testimony to it all, is that the love and the passion and the dedication that's shown towards Irish music, dance and singing in this locality. And again, Gluais is only one of the many groups. We have coaches, we have all the different groups that are going throughout many different areas and parishes of Trim and Meath. And I think again, it's a huge testimony to all the work that is being done out there. I was delighted to be asked to be part of Trim Tourism Network, not only to join the Progressive Group and all the fantastic work that they're doing, but also to help in the lead up along with the committee that's here for the next phase of the festivals that we've run in Trim, which is the Trim Trad Fest. As well as the Katie and Step Dancing Night that has been planned, we have some fantastic bands and acts lined up over the weekend, including Cusack, the Fury Brothers, Luke Kelly Tribute Band, just to mention a few. And again, there will be over various number of venues, mainly here at Castle Arch and Rollins. Indeed, we are very excited to have Cusack as one of the headlining acts, as they are a band who are very much rooted in the Boyne Valley. For upcoming musicians and singers, we are holding a triathlon and a busking competition, so there's very much something for everyone this October bank holiday. Trim has so much to offer, and when it comes to Irish music, dance and song. It was with the support and the vision of the Stockhouse restaurant here in Trim, Hughes and Gilroy, that a new initiative was formed in early March of this year in the form of a trad band called Helen. With the support of all the management in Stockhouse, Helen was set up to showcase the best of Irish culture that our locality has to offer, whether it was music, dance or singing, and to let the many tourists and visitors who came to Trim over the summer to allow them to bring these experiences home with them. With this festival, it's important that we acknowledge and showcase all that Trim has to offer, from our various culture groups which I mentioned, even to all the different primary and secondary school groups that have music going, and our budding musicians. And I'm delighted to be part of the team of what will become an annual Trad Festival in Trim, a festival which we hope to grow and which we hope to develop on year to make sure we're promoting Irish culture and music as best we can.
Mícheál and best of luck for in the adventures next year. I am aware that you need somebody to go with you. So I'd love to introduce you now to David Gilroy, Chairperson of Boyne Valley Tourism.
Thank you very much. I'm here today obviously in my capacity as Chairman of Boyne Valley Tourism. It's great to be back in Trim again. Another launch, another fantastic initiative, another fantastic festival. The roads to Trim from every direction really should be worn down now with people coming to have a look what's happening here. It's a massive testament to Trim Tourism Network and the individuals involved in that. They've injected a sense of life and aliveness into Trim with the festivals, the continual involvement of community groups of people from all over our county are continuously invited to come to Trim to experience what Trim has to offer. So again, a fantastic new festival. Trim Trad, it ties very much well into the landscape of our area. We have Rockharn, the living language, not far from here. And everything about traditional Irish music is alive and well in County Meath and in the Boyne Valley. We're lucky this year, this year again, for next year, to have Flacco and Heron here. Of course, that kind of awakens people to the sense of Irish traditional music and Irish culture. That's already here, but it takes it into the kind of mainstream where people are talking about it in a way perhaps that they weren't talking about it before. And that's something that maybe provides a little bit of impetus to kind of say to people living in Trim and the surrounding areas, a place like Athboy and Navan, to kind of come together and say, this is our own culture, this is our music, our song, our dance. We're very proud of it. We've learned a little bit more about it over the last while because we're exposed maybe more to it than we have been. And it's for us to get up and get involved and to throw out a step or to sing a song or to recite a bit of poetry or to learn an instrument. And that's something again that forms the core of who we are as people, our own culture, and to express ourselves for who we are. Again, as I said, it's fantastic as the chairperson of Boyne Valley Tourism to be even remotely associated with the strong tradition of Trim Tourism Network. Mick represents the town very well on the board of Boyne Valley Tourism. He's the vice chair. And again, he continuously injects ideas and thoughts and direction into the board. And you're very, very lucky to have a man like Mick and like David as well, who are here to try, and everybody else obviously, but Mick is there representing Trim on board of Boyne Valley Tourism. I'd just like to I suppose, congratulate Trim again on their great work and to wish you the very best. All the promotion and support that Boyne Valley Tourism will be provided. And anything else, of course, from anything we can do at all, as anybody who is in this room already is here on a Friday afternoon to pledge their support to the event. So I'd just like to reaffirm the support of anything that I can bring to it, and again, congratulate everybody on it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dylan. Thank you for taking the time to be with us this afternoon, and just to acknowledge Martina as well from Fáilte Ireland. Thank you very, very much for taking the time to be with us. I'd now like to introduce you to Dave O'Hare from Brewery, one of the sponsors of the event as well. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. I'd just like to say that we're incredibly proud to be involved in this event and to be supporting the local community. Brew turned 5 this year, 5 years old, and it was only for the support of the local community that we exist today. So we're looking forward to being able to go out in the next couple of weeks, meet the various venue owners and hopefully support them to get as much music and dance into the town for the weekend, and hopefully grow on this then for next year and build it up, and then hopefully everyone of the correct age that can enjoy a pint of a local beer and drink responsibly. You absolutely you'll have no headaches, Tom, so you won't worry. It'll be a very quiet time for you to be able to hopefully enjoy yourself and hopefully get your bower on out. So thanks very much, everybody. I'd like to thank obviously the guys from Trim Tourism Network for taking the bulk of the organisation on board. I'm going to hopefully put my weight behind the wheel next week and do a bit more, and then we'll push on forward. And thanks again, girls, that was incredible. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dave. So before we finish up, I just want to draw your attention to some of the events that are happening at the weekend. So as some of the guys already mentioned, in Brogan's you have the Fury Brothers on Friday night, the Luke Kelly tribute on Saturday night, and Jerry Tully on the Sunday night, and there are acts playing after all of those as well. And then here in the Castle Arch we have arcade and step dancing evening on Saturday, and also on Saturday you have the Tradathon in town, and you will also have the busking competition in some of the pubs as well. And then we're really excited then to have Gluais back with us on Sunday night, followed by Cusack. Just before I finish up, if anyone is wondering about any of the other events, go on to our Facebook page, Trim Trad Fest. We're on Twitter and Instagram as well. We're going to have tea and coffee and nibbles here for everyone to have a chat with everyone. But before that, I think the amazing Gluais deserve another big round of applause. We're going to give a little bit more entertainment. So once again, thank you very, very much to everyone. Thank you.
Okay, so we're going to be saying Oro Shid Bahawalia. I think there's a few sheets going around with the words on it, so feel free to clap and sing along.
I'll sing the Is that?